Okay, I went live because I don't know what happened and I don't know what's going on. I had just woke up. I'll give a few minutes to see if anybody's coming over. Hey, Sugar Plum, Lanky Tor. Hey, Sugar Plum, breaking the silence. Thank God. Says, thank God. Oh my God. See, I don't even know. Why are you even saying thank God? Oh my God. Crow Friend says, hey there. I missed the end. Um, I'm getting ready to drop you a link, Robbie. There's some people that texted me and wanted to talk to you. Uh, Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. All right, y'all. Y'all have to bear with me. Uh, so I hadn't been awake that long, so my brain is all foggy and I don't know what the hell's going on. So I won't be my top self right now. Okay, breaking silence. You can come up and talk to if you want to. Um, uh, God, my mind is so foggy. Robbie, I'm gonna send you a link to your email because some people were texting me saying they wanted to talk to you. Hold on. Like I said, y'all have to bear with me. I'm not gonna be on my top game with personality and on top of the chat because I haven't been awake that long and my mind is still foggy. See, I almost said froggy. Uh, okay, hold on. Let me see. Can't even think. Whew. Hmm. Uh, okay, Casper. I'm gonna send the link to Robbie in his email, and I'm gonna send a link to Casper in Discord. And if anybody else wants one, let me know because there were some people that said they wanted to come up and talk about some things. So if anybody else wants to come up, you'll have to let me know specifically so I can get the link to you. Hold on just a minute. This might take me a minute. Like I said, my brain is fogged out. Uh, Oh shit! Hold on a second, y'all. Like I said, my brain's not working properly here. Oh. Okay, Robbie, I sent you the link to your email. Okay, Robbie. And Casper, I sent the link to you in Hangouts instead of Discord. But hold on one second here. Like I said, y'all have to bear with me. There won't be as much personality and as much watching the chat like I typically do, being that it was a spur of the moment thing and I had been sleeping. Shit. Hold on a minute, y'all. I got to make a quick call. Somebody's talking to me and I got to call them right fast because I don't understand what they're talking about. Hold on just a second, y'all. Bear with me, please. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, can you hold the chat down for me for a minute? Because I'm on a phone call with somebody and there's an issue in my chat with some sort of like a troll with somebody's personal information in there. I got to take care of that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold them down for me, please. I'll be back.
Okay. I won't be on too long, but hi, guys.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. So I was listening to Jamie's live near the end of it. Hey, Kimberly. I was trying to get a link, but maybe she just didn't want to talk. She sounded pretty upset, which, regardless of any issues that we've had, I don't want anybody to be upset like that, including myself. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like that. I think when we get mad, we just want to let our aggression and our anger out. And especially when you're dealing with hard-headed people, and I can tend to be very hard-headed myself. Hey, Trisha. Hey, guys. Tally Girl, yeah, I would like a rundown too, because I don't know. I didn't hear why she was so upset. Yeah, Crow Friend, I don't either. And to be honest, when I'm angry, I don't like getting to the point of being angry, but when I get to the point of being really angry, it's my intention to hurt other people, but then stuff like this happens and it's just not good. Hey, Doodlebug. Hey again. Doodlebug saw me going to bed like how many hours ago when my chamomile tea kicked in? And then, of course, YouTube just keeps you awake. All these chats. Yeah, I love Mammy. I think she set it to private. Yeah, she was upset. Jake, I don't know what about. While breaking the silence, I think it's important, even if whether you end a friendship or anything like that. I don't like to have enemies myself, so I'd rather just talk it out, even if you don't plan on having a friendship with somebody ever again. It's important not to have that anger because it's like unresolved issues are left there, and there's like resentment and anger. But then I think you have regret if you don't work it out in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, so I missed most of it too. Hi, Lanky. Seems like everybody's waking up. I haven't gone to bed yet. But it's only 4:25 in the morning here. This is like my nighttime. It's not even bedtime yet, so I'm going to bed early. Breaking the silence wants to know if Soul blocked them. I'm not sure, Humpty Dumpty. That's what I was going to bed and I saw Neri was live and I popped in to say hi, and I guess she said somebody or some people wanted to talk to me, so I'll be on here just for a little bit because I need to get some sleep. Cheryl, that's exactly what happens to me. I need to keep my phone away from my bed, but it's just so, I don't think it's YouTube that's addicting. I think it's just, I don't know. You see people are on, you want to talk to them and just say, oh, I'm going to stop in and say hi. And then you end up on a freaking 7-hour live with them.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Everything good?
All right, there's some people that requested to come up and talk to you. So,
okay.
Anybody else? I already gave one person the link. If anybody else wants to come up, y'all need to let me know.
Okay.
Y'all have to bear with me. My brain is so foggy. You can probably tell by the way I'm talking.
Mine too. My chamomile tea kicked in like 2 hours ago.
Because I had just woke up. I didn't and turned her live on. And I didn't even know what in the hell was going on.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either.
I really don't know what's going on. I just came in on the tail end of things.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all have to bear with me. I won't have my peppy personality and be watching the chat as close as I usually do because my brain is still half asleep.
Okay, you're good.
Damn.
At least your voice still has that oomph in it.
Yeah, I don't think that typically ever goes away.
Right.
Like I said, I don't even know what to talk about at this point because I'm not even sure what happened. I know.
Well, I went back to go look, see the beginning of maybe the video, but I think she set it to private. It's not there.
Yeah, I went back to try to see too, and it was set to private. So I don't even know. Breaking Silence says I saw the entire live. You want me to drop you a link, Breaking the Silence, so you can come up and let us know what happened and say anything that you want to say? Because you said you were trying to get some things across, but in support, but that you got blocked right out the gate. You said. When I came and opened up this live, there were people coming in here saying, "Thank God! Oh my gosh!"
Mm-hmm.
Like as if they had shit to say or something.
Well, and Mel was in there, I think, trying to just calm her down or maybe tell her just take some time for yourself. And, I think that's important for everybody to do. I have to remind myself to do that even when I'm not having dramatic things go on here, just because it could be overwhelming and exhausting being on YouTube sometimes. Consumes a lot of time.
Yeah, it can take up a lot of time. I haven't really had any emotional problems with it yet, and I don't think I ever would because of my personality type, but I guess time will tell.
Yeah, and when you make like friendships that go outside of YouTube, that's when it kind of intertwines together, and sometimes it's better just to keep it off of there, but then at the same time it's weird because you make friends with people on lives and on YouTube and stuff, so it's almost like people wonder why you're not talking. So it's strange. It's almost like your friendship is on a stage for people to see.
Yeah. See, I don't get really emotionally. I haven't ever really gotten emotionally invested into it on here, so I've never had any issues thus far. And I don't think I would, but they say never because I just don't get that personally invested in things like social media and things like that. Typically, that's just my natural personality, and I don't really get emotionally invested with people typically until I've known them a while. Usually, I'm just that's my natural way. So I guess only time will tell if I get, involved and get fucked up mentally over it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the smart way to be, though. I tend to like to talk to a lot of people, and then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it's like I have to set my phone down just because you get so tired of typing or, interacting with people and stuff, which is nice. I like to interact, but especially when it becomes dramatic, it just sucks you in.
I have a pretty good ability naturally of keeping people at an arm's length and not letting things get past a certain point unless I let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, was Breaking the Silence coming up here, or I'd see him in the chat again?
She said she can't, that she's at work. But we're waiting on somebody else.
Okay.
And there were some other people that I told them if they wanted to come up, they need to let me know, because I'm so damn foggy, I can't remember who said what at this point.
Well, tell them to hurry up. Papa's got to go to bed.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up. I know for sure one person's coming up. I already sent them the link, so I guess we're waiting. There was apparently some docs and trolls in the damn chat that I had to get out. Using people's real pictures or some shit. Okay, we got one contestant.
Come on up. Hey, Casper.
Come on down, Casper.
Hello.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, I'm okay, except for I pretty much opened my eyes and didn't know what in the hell was happening, and I'm still discombobulated.
Is it cold again, Mary?
Not like it was last night. Not even close to like it was. The night before last. I have to even check and see what temperature is. But no, it's not bad cold. Yeah, let's see what it's saying here.
Yeah. Well, I did tell you, Robbie, I'd catch up with you one way or the other.
Yeah.
Didn't know it would be this soon.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Robbie works like weird hours, and then you got the fucking time difference. I don't know how it was going to happen, but anyway.
Right.
Well, I'm here, and I've probably got an hour or maybe, and then I got to go to bed myself.
Right.
So yeah, I wanted to catch up, Robbie, because like I haven't been able to catch up for a long time because I felt like it probably wasn't appropriate time. Jamie and you were going back and forth, and just when you think things had calmed down, something would happen, or somebody would make something happen maybe, and it just all fired back up again. But I could tell. I came along just after you two guys had left her channel, and I came over with the truth tellers. And even though I'm not part of the RDA guys, I'm originally part of Jimination, believe it or not. And I could see that that Jamie was very upset about you guys, breaking up, your friendship and all that. And I felt really sad. Even though I didn't really know everybody that well, I felt really bad about the whole situation, and I was hoping that, friendships ending on any level is always a fucking tough thing to go through. And I watched your streams. You might notice I've never commented in any of your streams because, obviously I'm going to be branded as a lemon head or whatever we call ourselves. And so that's why I didn't bother, because there was just so much hate going back and forth and barbs being thrown at each other and stuff like that. So I listened to your streams, especially the ones that you were responding back to Jamie about, or about what she had said, or you were blaming her for one thing or the other. And I don't know whether there's, any, what do you guys call them, receipts or whatever? I don't really know that there's any true receipts of anyone doing anything, but I wanted to let you know that there's a hell of a lot of people out there, bro, that just love fueling the fire, and then they just sit back and watch it burn, It's not necessarily Jamie doing anything other than throwing insults at you, and you give good serve back. But I was waiting for everything to sort of calm down a little bit, hopefully get a little bit of peace going on, and let people heal over spoiled friendships. And then I was just, going to come over and try to talk to you, and I was going to do the same thing to Nikki. But every time I thought maybe it was close for me maybe to make an appearance, something bad would happen, and everything would flare back up again. And everybody. I mean, I spoke to a lot of people, and everybody was, these people were, oh, you'll wait, you'll see, or this will happen to you, or this and that, and like, I've stuck with Jamie, and I really, really like Jamie. I really think that she's a nice person. I'm not aware of anything sinister going on behind the scenes, as they say. I know shit does happen behind the scenes, but and then I saw you, like I've seen you go from one extreme to the other, so I'm not trying to piss you off or anything, but I would see that I'd see a stream where you said, you'd do a short video and you'd say, guys, I want to be good, I want to be peaceful, and I want to get back to my my roots, you being a Christian and everything, and then something would happen like a week later, and then you'd go crazy, and she's a fucking this and that, and I sort of I could never find the right time to talk to you. But over the last, I don't know, ever since Mary's stream the other night, and I thought to myself, wow, like, Robbie's been really cool in the chat, and Mary doesn't have any mods, so everyone can say what they want to say as long as it's not vile or disgusting. She'll let it go. And I thought you were being like good, because this Set the Record guy was accusing you guys of being like, what, paid trolls or something, or part of some fucking stupid group or something, which sounded some fucking crazy thing. And then I saw you guys all like, basically she's coming up and saying, no, Robbie was not part of this, and you would, and I saw some
kind of a common ground for them that they
That's
could.
exactly what I was going to say. It was like common ground, and I'm thinking like, oh, finally some, like, like there's a small inch there that we can work with, so I'm hoping that, like, and other stuff has happened with Jamie, like, I noticed that the RDA boys aren't coming around as much, and this and that, and then
Excuse me, I'm gonna mute for a minute, but I'll be listening. I got something to do. Then y'all don't want to hear the sound effects of the water and all that, so I'm gonna mute for a few minutes.
Oh my god! Okay. Yeah. Let's not do it, Travis. So Robbie, like, I was just waiting for the time to come and talk to you, because I don't honestly, in my heart, I sort of thought, oh, Robbie seems like a nice, like, he means well, but then you would go crazy on her, and I know that she felt really hurt over over the friendship that you guys lost or whatever. And I don't know the back history. I don't know. I sat there one night and I listened to you playing her voice messages and this and that, and you sort of been like pretty low to each other, and I'm hoping that, like, I came across and I started helping Jamie with a few little things, with the with her intro and all that sort of stuff, and I've been going up on her panel every now and then if I feel like she needs somebody up there, and I talk to her on Discord and this and that, and I do consider her a good online friend, and I'm just wondering, like, what's your thoughts on this moving forward? I'm trying to help Jamie maybe get some peace, with everybody, and there's a lot of us that are trying the same thing. So I want to know what your feelings are now.
So, well, you worded that very well. And so, as far as when this was very fresh, and when I say fresh, I mean like the first month or two, it was, I mean, you saw a bunch of chaos
Oh yeah.
and going back and forth. And that's something that I continuously try to work on myself is not getting to the point of a boiling point, because I tend to want to hurt people's feelings when I get to that point. So with me, I usually, when I end a friendship or something, I like to go the opposite way. And I feel in this situation, that wasn't as easy, obviously. And at this point now, after everybody getting hurt and so many people getting drug into it and getting involved, and messing with people's minds, like you said, I had so much paranoia with all these different troll accounts coming in that I would automatically point the finger at Jamie and say, it's her fault. It's her. She's doing this. She's causing this. But the truth is, I don't have receipts of that. I don't have proof except that a friendship ended and that was it. And so I kind of got to the point where I got tired of arguing. I got tired of people having their real life affected. Anybody, people going after anybody and threatening their real life, or the cops being called, which, I did call the non-emergency. I know I get a lot of crap for that. And it was more just for advice. And when I did that, the cop, he said, do you want me to call her and just say, both of you cool it? I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And then, I freaked out when my job was contacted and I pointed the finger at Jamie again without receipts or, lots of stuff.
That was a long stream, Robbie. I had trouble getting through that one.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And so it's just been very exhausting for me and everybody involved. And I've just got to the point where I want to be tired for a good reason. I want to be exhausted for doing good things. And I want to be tired from doing good stuff with my life. I don't want to be exhausted from spending all of my time trying to argue or hurt someone's feelings or defend myself. And I just want everybody to enjoy their time here. We don't know how long, I don't know how long I'll be on YouTube or even this planet. So it's a waste of time to continue arguing. And I want to see Jamie be happy on her channel and in her life and everybody else involved, and for people to stop going back and forth or making secret accounts and teasing people or making fun, because that can fuel a fire. And it is YouTube. We are going to have people making fun of us or having an opinion of us on here. That's fine. But to contribute to that myself, I don't want to contribute to that, which I have. I've gone into chats where they're bashing Jamie, and I've contributed to those conversations out of anger and just to get back at her. And I don't want to do that anymore at all.
Yeah. Did you feel like, when you just said that, you jumped on the bandwagon and was insulting her as well. But I mean, like, are you hurt as well from you basically ended the friendship, right? Like you chose to end the friendship.
Yeah, I mean,
are you hurt over that, or you just want to move on? I mean, I'm trying to find somewhere where Jamie can move forward, and I want to help her with. I mean, if people stop trying to strike her off YouTube,
right?
Yeah, that seems to be a pretty. I don't know. I think that's a bit low, especially the circumstances. Like, there's too much false striking going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'd like. I know the drama thing. I know there's a lot of drama, and I know that drama actually brings things in, brings people in, brings views in, and brings people. People will always like drama.
But it doesn't make you feel good. Like, if anything, make fake drama. In
the middle of it, it's not that fun.
No,
it's not watching someone else fight, but when you're in the middle of it, it's very stressful.
Yeah, like if people are entertained by that, then strictly start a channel with a bunch of your friends and plan a bunch of fake drama. That way nobody's hurt. But then at the same time, the chat's going to get hurt because they're all going to go against each other.
Yeah, well, isn't that what some people do? Like, someone told me Laura has like a true crime channel, and then she also has some other channel that she does drama on or something like that. Apparently, and then someone said today you can't mix the true crime and the drama together. It just doesn't work. So I don't know whether that's an angle that Jamie can look at or something like that. But I just wanted to be successful. She's a single mum with 4 freaking kids, trying to make a few bucks off YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just think that, I mean, she's taken a lot of heat. Like, okay, so she stood up against Misery, right? And she took, because she's the creator, she's the channel owner, she's the one, you know, giving out the barbs as well as the, you know, truth tellers. I mean, she's taken a lot of heat for us too.
Mm-hmm.
For, you know, like, we've been there, we've been supporting her, and some more than others, like, you know, Cosmic and all those guys standing up to Misery and stuff like that. And I've never jumped up and called him anything. I'm not really one for doing that sort of stuff. I mean, I've told my story. You know, I was there from the very beginning, and certain things that James denies, I know happened because I was there, and that's what I wanted to tell everybody. And I'm more like, I'm in the crew with Andy Podtrash and Vin Vader and all that. We were all there from the beginning. Whereas these other guys, as Bellin said the other night, we were there before they were there. So, you know, and all we can do is tell our story, open and honest. Now, another thing that I admit is that I think everyone can just like who they want to like. If you want to go and support and listen to Misery, go and support and listen to Misery. Why should I go and attack anyone that goes and listens to Misery? If they want to go and listen to him, let him go. And this is what I'm trying to explain to Jamie. People should be allowed to go where they want to go and like who they want to like.
I agree.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I've been respectful so far and not gone on anybody else's because there's too much fighting going on, and I'm a Jamie supporter, so, you know, I don't want to be jumping over on other people's streams and then you know, being branded, because that's what the trolls are waiting for. They're waiting for that, and then they go and running back and tell somebody lies. That this is how internet drama works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had someone in here just before that was trying to dox me or had my photo anyway, but anyway, it's taken care of. So what do you think now, Robbie? Like, I think Jamie's getting to a point, I'm hoping Jamie's getting to a point where she just wants to, like, she doesn't want to lose any dignity, like, in the sense that she still has her beliefs, and she's a very, very strong woman. But the thing is, I think sometimes when she gets upset, she just wants to get some peace. And tonight, I don't know if you noticed in her chat, there was
I'm back, but y'all continue.
Yep. Okay. There was even people chatting in her chat tonight that are from Misery's chat, that used to be maybe a supporter or used to come to Jamie's streams. So it's never too late, I believe, to give people chances, and it's got to work both ways, but it's got to start somewhere. Like, I'm basically begging her to stop, make a stand and stop throwing the mud pies over the fence sort of thing, because they're going to come flying back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, because Misery has a lot of very strong-willed women. There's a lot
Good
of
analogy. Never heard that one before.
there's a lot of, I was going to say throwing shit, but I didn't think you guys would understand. I didn't think you guys would understand it. So
that makes sense. We throw shit in America. We understand.
Okay. So, like, he's got a lot of supporters, and they're very strong people, and they'll stand up. You know, they believe in him. They like him. They don't believe any of the stories. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's up to them. They don't have to believe the stories. They don't have to believe the videos and all that sort of stuff. Or maybe they do. They saw that shit going on, and maybe they give him another chance because they like his true crime. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's fine. I don't care. I don't listen to Misery, and because I don't like what he done in the past to people, and that's the reason. So I'm hoping, Rob, that that I don't have to watch any more fucking streams with you two guys fucking kicking each other's ass for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not getting enough sleep here. No, just kidding.
No, I feel you.
I'm just kidding. We record everything. Anyway, no, seriously, we do. No. But yeah, I just, and maybe Jamie like examines things too much, and you know, like I get the feeling, like, because she has a lot of stuff, a lot of screenshots, a lot of chat, and I'm thinking, like, well, she goes and looks for these things, which probably isn't that healthy. I tend to ignore it. You know what I mean? Like I've had a few. Like I think I was called a felon in one chat one night. You know, I'm a felon. I mean, okay, fine. I really don't have any record, but anyway. You just got to ignore it, Rob. I mean, you've gotten a lot of flack. I mean, the people that really support Jamie, most of them don't like you, and it's just because you're fighting with Jamie. No other reason. I'm a little bit more open minded, and I like to watch a person, watch what they do, you know, watch their streams, watch their interaction with people, and I tend to make up my own mind. And I always thought like that you were fairly decent, except that you were just flip flopping. Like I think I commented on one of your videos where it's hard to give you credibility when you flop from one side to the other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you preach peace, but then a week later you're fighting with her again. So someone has to make the stand. And I think it's going to be you in this case. Someone has to make the stand where, hey, I'm not going to like engage anymore and just give it time. Remember I said you just got to give it time.
Mm-hmm.
And you might be able to even jump in one day. And I mean, I think I saw you jump in yesterday and say hi, but I was in the car, but she didn't stream for long. So I don't know how welcome you were, but in her stream. But mate, just give it time. Is that my only suggestion? I mean, what do you think?
Well, you know, since the very beginning, I honestly have just wanted to go peacefully. And as you know, as far as my moods going up and down, it's, you know, it's been an emotional roller coaster. And I've been pretty open about my feelings when they've been high and when they've been low, the good or the bad. And I've learned through this that on YouTube, when you are going through those issues and those changes in emotions, you're able to look back and watch yourself. And if I'm not proud of something that I'm doing, I want to learn from it and change. And that's why you won't see those streams on there. And I know like other people will clip them and take them other places, but I don't want to keep that negativity on my channel when I've had outbursts and reacted and wanted to get my angry feelings out. I'm not proud of those moments. That's why you won't see them on my channel, because that's not what I want to do here. So in this moment, like I truly do want to just leave it alone. I'm really not even mad anymore at all about any of the stuff. I actually was really mad at this creator, the Full On Drama, and I wouldn't even watch their videos. I just heard about them, and they've been really nice to me. That I see that they have good editing skills and they're just trying to make people laugh. And so I think it's just when you change your mindset and you try to look at things from other people's point of views rather than just your own. And if you can't see it that way, then just let people have their own opinions and not bicker about it.
See the latest one today that we played?
I saw a really nice one. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah,
today. I think it was today's. I forgot what it's called again. And it had you in it a fair bit, but it was just like all different people having fun on the internet, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Is he the one that also did that other funny one that when you were talking about vaginas or something?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, man. That was so funny.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like,
so funny.
I was mad because I thought that person was Jamie. And
really?
The pussy part, like when I was saying you pussy or whatever, I was calling them that, but they mixed it with the vagina part. When I was talking, that was from like months and months ago when I was talking, somebody had sent us a picture of Molly Golightly's vagina. And it was on a stream and they had showed me it. And I was like, I can't believe you guys have this. So I was talking about that stream and I was like, nobody's making fun of anyone's vagina. And so I felt like it was taken out of context and I was like, oh my God. But it was funny. I did rewatch it again.
Oh my gosh. Are you telling me somebody got a real actual true to life shot of an upskirt of Molly Golightly?
Yeah, and it's her underwear, but it's in the shit kind of sucked up in there. You know, it was a funny picture, but I was making it clear that we weren't making fun of her. And then of course they went back. You got to be careful with your words on here because somebody will play the word vagina out of your mouth over and over and over and over again on repeat.
It is funny. Sorry, it is funny.
Yeah, and it was pretty damn good editing. I actually liked the other one they did. I don't know the name of it, but that other one was pretty funny too.
Yeah, that's what you didn't understand at first, Robbie. You thought the Full On Drama was making a personal attack towards you. When I didn't see it like that at all, I saw it kind of like they were just a comedy channel and anybody was open season, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I thought, of course, when you're in a fight and you end a friendship, and then all of a sudden you get all these either videos or trolls coming after you, I automatically thought everybody was Jamie. I'm like, that's Jamie. I thought Soul was.
No, I heard you. You would look at your chat, and there would be one, I don't know, crazy ass troll name, whatever, and you go, "Oh, hi, Jamie." Yes. Like you everybody was Jamie. I'm going like, I'm talking to Jamie in Discord. That's not Jamie. Anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of undue paranoia in all directions.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yep. And until anyone can show me any different, I don't believe she's doing anything.
Right.
So that's why I just think it's all, made up anger. It's from both sides. It's from both sides, because whoever's doing, shitty things to her, harassment stuff, it's not you either. So who it is, I have no idea.
Someone like you said.
Someone who enjoys the drama, sits back and watches, two people fight and go like, I caused this, I sent, Jamie, bogus friggin' messages, however she's getting them. It's not nice, is it, to wake up, or it's not nice even having, a gun on your stream. It's not nice being told that people have your address. It's not nice being doxed in chats and stuff like that. It's not nice. Really, if it happened to any of us, it's fucking not nice at all. So I want to relieve the stress for her, Robbie. So whatever I can do to help her, I'll do.
Well, like you said, anybody on her side that doesn't like me is because she doesn't, and anybody on mine, doesn't like her because I didn't and stuff. So the thing is, like you said, it starts with one person. All of these people arguing that we've contributed to has come from me and Jamie ending our friendship and fighting. And now there's all these other people arguing with each other over that. So like you said, if it starts with one person to say, I'm sorry, or I don't want to do this, maybe people will follow into that. Since they've followed us into our anger, maybe they'll follow us into our peace.
Yeah, that's right. Every creator has to push that with their subs. They have to. Otherwise, you're going to get a few outcasts that love doing it and won't listen to you. But for the most part, most of them will abide by your wishes. You would like to think. I mean, you've got over 3K subs or something last time I looked, I think. So hopefully they'll listen. And
Casper
Jamie
is a subscriber spy.
Oh yeah, I'm subbed to everybody. I've subbed everybody. I got all my notifications on, man. So
he wants to know every damn thing that's going on.
Yeah. I talk to the expert. I talk to the people that know what's going on. So yeah, I've been learning a lot. I've really schooled myself in YouTube drama since November.
101.
Since November, but I'm yet to watch an actual true crime stream. But we'll get there one day.
Well, actually, I did a semi-true crime stream yesterday. You have to check it out.
Yeah, and I'm not true crime in any
Part
way,
of it
shape, or
was
form.
true crime.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that's just my 2 cents worth, Robbie. So I've been meaning to sort of, catch up with you for some time, but there was so much hate in the chat and all that. I didn't really think I'd be welcome basically anywhere. So I sort of refrained from coming on. I mean, you've probably seen me on Jamie's or whatever, but I honestly do try to be fair and open. I don't really dislike that many people, except for Heather Thompson. I don't like her. She's an Australian too, so it's okay. I can say that. It was so hard for me, Robbie, because there used to be a ton of Aussies that used to be in Jamie's lives, and they all left. They all went with you guys, and then I came along, and I was like, I think I'm like the only Aussie that Jamie still has, and I even spoke to some of these Aussies,
and they think he's a damn traitor.
Yeah. Well, I don't. They haven't talked to me lately, so I don't think we all make our choices, right? I made my choice. I went with my heart, and I made my choice, and I think I'm still absolutely certain I've made the right choice. I mean, I'm just anti misery. I'm not anti anybody else. You know what I mean? It's not my.
Yeah, that's basically where I stand with.
Yeah, I'm anti-misery. That's all. I'm not anti anybody else. I'm not. While I'm trying to be Jamie's friend, and I'm defend. I guess I am defending her to a point. I'm not starting any fights with Robbie or Nikki or freaking Beck or anyone else. You know what I mean? That's I'm not going to do that. So, and now that I can see that I've been waiting for this point where Jamie is ready to move forward, and I just want to try to help her. That's all. So,
that's great. She needs good people in her life like you, so that's really good to have around.
Yeah. So that's my 2 cents with, guys. I'm going to drop down now, but thanks for having me up.
Yeah, and you're always welcome over to come talk.
You can stay up, Casper. You can stay up and talk.
Oh, okay. So I have to sit at my desk, right? And like, I can't lay down. What is it? Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I got half an hour, and then I have to go to bed.
I know, my chamomile has already kicked in and gone away. Now I'm going to have to pop melatonin.
All right. What the hell is melatonin? What?
Explain melatonin? What melatonin is.
It's like the natural thing that we have in our brain that makes us tired, and it's a sleeping supplement that you take.
Ah, okay.
You guys don't have that in Australia?
No, I haven't heard of it, but we probably do, but I haven't heard of it. So I know you work, like, I heard you say on your stream you work till like 2 a.m. or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you come home, obviously you stay up for a little while, and then that's when you usually jump on, isn't it? And then you then sleep. I guess you must sleep during the day.
Oh, yeah, I don't go to work till 6 p.m., and it's 6 days a week, so it's like, it's exhausting, but, I can't wind down when I first get home. I'm one of those people where I have to sleep like 5 hours after I get off of work.
See, for me, I know this sounds weird with the time. I don't know if you realize, but Jamie goes live basically when I get home from work every day. So it's absolutely perfect for me. And then she streams to maybe 9 p.m., which is perfect for me because then I can go to bed. So Jamie's streams just fit right into me, but they don't fit into anybody else. Like poor old Soul's up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She was telling me, and you guys are up. Like she doesn't get off until what, 6 in the morning or something. So
about 6:30.
Yeah, that must be really awkward for you guys because honestly, I couldn't do that.
No, actually, it's not that awkward for some of us that are keeping the same schedule as her. Like me and Robbie fairly much keep the same schedule as her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I know my mom and my friends are like, how come you never call us or come see us or any of that? And it's like, because I don't have to leave the house to log on to YouTube at 3 a.m. when I get home. I don't have to go anywhere. I could just be here and, just turn off the camera and be comfortable.
He sleeps at night. Casper, you weirdo. Oh, damn.
That is a YouTube weirdness.
I actually like Becky P. And I know she's a misery person, but I can't help but like her. That's really sad.
Well, I respect that about you too, because when
is that Molly Go Lightly in the chat?
No,
that's Molly Emma McGillicuddy.
Okay.
Which is like a troll, sort of based off a name she talked about one time.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry,
unless that is you, Molly, because I can't remember if you actually had an alt account with that name, or somebody just took that name from something you said one time and made an account out of it. I can't remember which one.
I want to talk to Molly because I want to tell her my story. She was actually the first one I ever followed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will catch up to her at some point.
She was the first person I followed too when her name was Jake's mom. I think she had like 300 subscribers.
Yeah.
I feel like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know any of you because she's the reason I started my channel.
Yeah.
Well, that and Chris Watts, of course.
Oh, well, see, I was watching the Watts thing way before I come over here. That's how I got it. Somehow, like, I don't know, I was on my iPad and it just came up in the suggested channels or my timeline or whatever. And it was Molly. And I started clicked on it, and I'm pretty sure she was talking about the Chris Watts. So then I decided to then start searching for the Chris Watts, and I watched all the the footage and of when he got home that morning and all that sort of stuff, and all the interviews and then the court things, and I was really, really into it. And this is way before I knew about any of you guys. Yeah,
and you got sucked into this world.
Well, no, I got sucked in because misery invaded your world. That's the only reason why I came over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's I just came over because it must have been a fluke, Robbie, but I was having a spa and I had my iPad and I remember very distinctly and I remember something about Hansi was either going on a stream or I don't know how, but I clicked on it and it was Jamie's stream and he had Misery and she had Misery on there and whoever else was on there and I didn't know. I went like I knew I fucking know that voice and I knew straight away that it was James. And then as soon as Helen DeKellar or Travis, whatever you want to call him, as soon as he came on cam and smiled, I knew it was over for James. I knew it was over, man, because I know that those guys have been following him for a long time, and I didn't care. I mean, Misery went and did what was it, Reddit or whatever, and he was very shortly successful there, and they somehow got rid of him. I heard he was arguing with, hey, very unusual, hey. He was arguing with some other creators or something, and they got rid of him. I don't know how they got rid of him, but they obviously got rid of him. But I don't know. I keep debating this with people. I mean, he's got a pretty ordinary past, but should he be this new channel that he started up and seems to be, legit. Doesn't seem to be a drama channel. It seems to be a genuine true crime type channel. Should he be left alone to do his channel? As far as I'm concerned, and I know that some of my people won't agree either. For me personally, I don't care. I'm not going there. I'm not going there to troll him or to give him a hard time, anything like that. I'm not. Do I like all that stuff that he's done in the past? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm not going to make life difficult for him. But I can't speak for all the other guys. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm optimistic to always, even with myself, continuously growing and changing. And I believe anybody can change for the better. And from what I've seen, just knowing Misery myself, I like what he's doing with his channel as far as the commentary and just being funny with the true crime and stuff. And I think if he sticks with that, it would be fantastic. But as far as anybody, with me blowing up and snapping, with Jamie, with any of us, we can learn from our mistakes and see what has not been effective and what has not helped others or made situations better and change and move forward with and learn from it. So I think anybody is capable of change.
Well, my view is that he I think him and Jamie were okay with each other, and Jamie gave those guys a chance, and obviously she chose, that side. I gotta tell you that I'm a very, pretty honest and open person. I don't know whether it's a trait for fucking Aussies or not, because I guess it doesn't matter where you are. There's lies and all that sort of stuff. No matter where you live in the world. But I can honestly tell you, Robbie, that all the stuff that's come out about Darius in the Discord access, being given the mod access and then given access to the porn is all absolutely true, because I was in the Discord. I was in that Discord. I was a fan of James when he was Germination. And did he talk like he's talked to people in those videos? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all true, whether it's just been clipped as a shorter video. And I've said to Joe, who is Invader, I've said to Joe that if anybody wants the full unedited version of the video, even if it goes for 6 hours, I said, give it to them. If you can give it to them, give it to them. If they want to watch 6 hours of it, they're welcome to. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to change their opinion, because you might want to give the guy another chance. You know what I mean? Like you guys have only known him since he came over to True Crime, okay? You have seen him go off. You've seen him. Did you see him melt down the other day?
Well, I've seen that, happen just like with myself. I have seen him, near the end of the stream taking digs and stuff. But as far as the reason because I honestly, I've seen bits and pieces of these videos and stuff, and people have emailed me and said, please, you need to go watch this. With me, one of the main reasons that I just haven't and don't care to is because whether it was, let's say it is true or it isn't.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying, I believe people can change. So it's not, I don't want to judge people based on anything because I'm optimistic that anybody can change. So it's almost like, it's not that I don't care when bad stuff has happened. It's just, I don't want to judge somebody on that. And I have hopes that they will learn from their behavior, including myself.
Well, yeah, and I've never, I don't believe in calling him the pedo word. I don't think that's fair at all. I'll be the first one to admit that. Do I think what he was doing with the young kids in the Discord a little bit inappropriate and wrong? Yeah, it was. But there's absolutely zero proof that he's done anything. It has not touched a child. There's absolutely zero proof. So therefore, people should not be calling him that.
I agree.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. What was I going to say? I forgot. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I think everyone would probably leave him alone if he didn't, if he sort of stopped doing this nasty shit to Jamie and others. Like the other night, the taunting of Vin Vader. I don't know if he's watched it. I haven't spoken to him about it, but because it got taken down. I think actually no, we do have it recorded. Yeah, we do. It was pretty like sort of nasty, and I don't understand. He was doxing himself or giving out an address himself, which I don't believe that's his address anyway. Why would you do that? Did you hear that? He was basically saying, come to 1020, blah, 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 blah. I don't even remember what it was. I'm waiting for you. That's me, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's no way that's his address. No one would do that, right?
Well, see, a lot of these things, I think what a lot of people think is because I go around, if I'm on my breaks, which I get a lot of breaks at work throughout the night, if I see someone's live, I pop in, I say hi, and I'll dip out in like 5 minutes after that. So I don't really get to see the full thing of what's going on in everyone's live all the time. I didn't see what you were talking about there. I don't think I was there for that.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little bit unnervy. I've seen him melt down a little bit like that before. He just gets, like you've heard the crying videos where he basically says this is the last time you're going to see me, and he's crying, sobbing away. You know, he's melted down before, and it happens a lot around the holiday season. Don't ask me why, but it happens a lot around the holiday season where people, I don't know, depression or something like that. I'm not really sure. I mean, look, I'll be the first one to say they have, you know, the RDA guys have haunted him for many years because of the things that he's done. But I mean, I don't know what.
Casper, aka the Friendly Ghost, speaks of haunting someone.
Yeah, that's funny. Nice pick up, Mary. Yeah. So like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'll be honest with you. He shouldn't have been open. He shouldn't have been allowed to. According to YouTube, he shouldn't have been allowed to open more YouTube channels anyway, because he'd already had so many closed. And apparently, it's terms and service. You're not allowed to do that. It's called, what is it, evasion or something? You're not allowed to open up another YouTube account. But I mean, who's going to stop you if you have a VPN or whatever? You can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know, is it fair to stop a guy from making a living? I don't know. I can see the argument. Because I mean, he says he works, but I honestly thought he was. At one stage, he was a full-time YouTuber, and you know, people are going to, you know, people are fucking with. A lot of people are fucking with people's income. Some people like just have YouTube, like they might be disabled or something, and they can't work or something, and they have YouTube, and then people are just getting like, you know, striking each other and stuff. I mean, okay. You know, you'll do a stream one night and you were having a crack at Jamie. So the following night, you know, Jamie will run your thing and commentate over it. Now, I think according to YouTube, that's allowed as long as you provide ample commentary. So if everyone does that to each other, there's nothing really that can be done about it. You just can't snipe the whole stream without talking about it. That's the only thing that I found out that you can't do. But people, like Jamie was playing a video of someone else's channel, on her channel, and she got a strike from Laura or whatever. And now I don't think that's fair. It wasn't even her video.
Right.
So there's a lot of shitty stuff going on, and I think people have teamed up to take her out, and I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody to get taken out or any of that stuff. I'm interested and excited to see like what happens from here with just everybody going and doing what you love to do. That's why we're on here. We want to do whatever content we're talking about. If you want to have true crime, or you want to make people laugh, you want to talk about spirituality, mukbangs, whatever you like to do and have in common with other people and want to support people. But this hasn't been effective at all. This has just caused, I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I've lost sleep over it, just because I lost a friendship and then all the other stuff that comes with it. I've had headaches from it, just been exhausted, and it's draining. Nobody wants to do that when you're focusing on waking up and wondering how you're going to have to defend yourself that day, and then you get mad and want to hurt the other person's feelings. That's not a good feeling for anybody. And if somebody does feed off of that, they're probably not a very good person, but I believe they can change too. Yeah. Everybody can.
Yeah. The thing is, how do you get everyone to agree on one thing? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Peace with some people, and you won't get peace with others.
Right. And I think it's just important to hang on to peace ourselves and not let go of it, and then go on a stream and be like, you pussies, like I've done, and fuck off and all this stuff, to keep your peace and hang on to it and set an example for yourself. And maybe other people will follow and see, oh, that seems like it's working out pretty good. Maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, it is funny. I must admit, it is a little bit funny when you go off and start calling her a cunt and everything. It's sort of funny. It is sort of funny.
I don't like getting to that.
From you. Yeah, I know. It just sounds funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is. But I don't like getting to that point, because I know that I'm going to want to hurt someone's feelings and cut them down. And I know that myself. That's one of my flaws that I continue to work on. And I'm 37 and I'm still working on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was, genuinely really sad that you guys ended the friendship. Same as Nikki. Nikki and her, I guess, were friends to some point as well. I don't know how long she was friends with you guys for, but I think I did ask her at some point, because I had trouble trying to understand why, if it was only a short friendship, why everyone couldn't just let it go, because it was just an online friendship. You hadn't met in real life. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't real life friends. I didn't understand why you couldn't just both walk away, and why it was just going back and forth and getting quite nasty. I didn't understand that. I tend to, like, if I had I used to be in another community, and I basically left there because there was just too many nasties there, and I didn't have any trouble walking away from that. I mean, they throw barbs every now and then because they hated that I left, but I just walked away, and I basically never looked back. But I'd never seen so much hate going from one side to the other. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, like a ping pong ball just goes back and forth.
Yeah. And it wasn't just, you got to remember, it's not just you and her. It's everyone against her. Like, it's Nikki would go off every now and then. And then of course, because she was standing up against Misery, all the Misery subs that are now starting channels, they're all doing it to her as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's got it coming from all different directions, and she's obviously spending her whole day freaking reviewing it all, which is nothing but going to get you depressed, I tell you.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get her to ignore it and just sort of like move on and stuff, And, there's a lot of people that left her channel from what I believe, but I know it sounds weird, but I was watching when all this started, like with Misery and all that, and her subs went up, but I know for a fact she lost a lot of subs, maybe a lot of old loyal subs maybe, but she actually, subs actually went up, but I thought to myself, fuck, this drama is not worth it.
Not at all. Yeah, and I don't care, like, because I've noticed if I go off and I'm exploding, more people will watch me than I'm just sitting there having a normal conversation, and it's not worth it, because you're stuck with horrible feelings and anger and, you know, defending yourself and people coming in and cutting you down. I would rather have a small amount of just wonderful people than have to deal with any of that stuff, because it's not worth it at all. Who cares about how many people are watching? They're watching because when people are watching me explode and cussing and stuff, they're watching me because I'm a joke in that moment. I'm a joke to them. That's the only reason. I don't want to be a joke to people. I want to be taken seriously about, you know, like you said, going back and forth saying, oh, I want peace, and then turning around and calling somebody a cunt. I want to be taken seriously about being peaceful, because that's truly what I want.
I don't know if you saw that comment, but yeah, I did say to you that you're not going to get credibility, you know, doing that every week, because
that's absolutely right.
That's what you were doing, and I said, like, how can I give you credibility if you're back at it like 3 days later? And yeah, okay, maybe, you know, Jamie instigates things a little bit too. Maybe she should, you know, she has to learn to maybe stop doing that as well. I can't make her do it. I can suggest it to her, and I can give her my opinions as a friend and stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
the problem right there is a lot of people acted like that they thought I had the ability to make her do.
No, you don't.
And act like I can't make her do anything. She's her own person.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'll push it. I'll push it with her, and she might get the shits with me. Maybe I'll lose my wrench. I don't know, but I will push it with her, because I don't like seeing her unhappy and stressed out. Like, and she's just getting too much shit from people, from messages, emails. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. It's just like, you know, she feels like it's just coming from all sides. I mean, Robbie, you're able to walk away. You're being the bigger person now. You're walking away. You're not engaging. But unfortunately, like the actual trolls, which are subs of all various people. They might be some subs of yours, Robbie. They might be Nikki's. They might be Misery's. But someone is giving her a fucking really hard time. And I feel sorry for her. I honestly really, really feel sorry for her. And I try to engage her in conversation all the time. I'm always asking her if she's all right, this and that. She's not so, you know, she's got 4 kids, and she's up all night, and then, you know, sleeps during the day. So then by the time I get an answer for a question, she's back on streaming again. So I don't get a lot of like time with her, and I've tried to actually say to her, I'd like to call you on Discord, or we go into StreamYards, you know, without going live and have a chat. But I just don't get enough of the time with her to try to talk to her about things. So I'm going to try to push it a little bit harder, try to be a better friend, and try to help her through it. Because I think at this point, maybe she doesn't have a lot of close friends. We're all online friends, right? So what do I do? I can only do and with the time difference, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Casper,
I had to put Discord on my phone so that I could answer people's messages while I'm at work, because like it just got to the point, you know, it got to that point where I needed to talk to people all the time. So I ended up putting it on my phone, which I really don't like, because I try to keep it separate. Like I try to keep the online stuff to when I get home, and have nothing to do, like when I'm at work, I'm at work. But I'm pretty much like a boss, so I get a lot of I get a lot of flexibility.
Well, as far as everything else, as far as you know, pushing Jamie and all that stuff, I truly do try to connect with God. That's one of the main reasons of my entire channel. And through this entire situation about praying about it, the only answer I've been getting from God is to shut up. Like that small voice inside that keeps saying, shut up, just shut your mouth. You don't got to do anything. You don't got to get back at anybody or try to explain yourself. Just shut up.
Yeah. Look, she'll probably make some more digs at you at one point in time. But what you got to do is not react, and make sure that your subs don't.
Yeah.
You've got to try to push for some peace.
Well, and it goes back to I stand firm, and I truly believe in the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And people will email me or send me messages and say, "Oh, they're talking about you again," and I don't want to look at it, and I don't. And that's I've
heard you tell people. I've heard you tell your subs, "Don't send me stuff. Don't email. Don't send me stuff. I don't want to hear any negative stuff. Only send me positive." I have heard you say that.
Yeah, because when you see it you know, it builds up, or it gets in your brain and you think about it. If you don't see it or hear about it, it truly does help. And I encourage anybody in here, if you don't want to be a part of it and you're tired of it, don't engage in those conversations. Don't watch them. Don't support them. Even if it's me, if I was going off, don't come in. Don't support me if I'm doing that. It's just not helping anything.
Yeah, I get it. Well, yeah, I was going to say that wasn't very cool to put someone's first name in the chat like that.
I agree.
Anyway, Mary, that's your area.
What did it happen just now?
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Oh, there's Nikki. And she was just texting me.
I
She's
don't
in the
think
chat
that's
now.
cool. I mean, everyone knows my name's Darren, so I'm fine with people addressing me as Darren, but other people don't put their names out there.
Okay, let me see if I can find that, and I'll get them. I didn't see it.
Well,
Who was it? What was the name?
Unfortunately, it's another Aussie fellow country person called Count Me In, and they've put a name there, and I can't support that. That's not right.
Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, Count Me. I got to take you out because you put somebody's name in here, and that's not appropriate.
Oh, maybe a timeout. Maybe a timeout.
Okay, a timeout. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a timeout. I don't like everyone going. Yeah. Sorry. I don't like that.
I don't know.
I had to time you out, Count Me In, because you put a first name in here, and we don't allow doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I could probably only be on like 5 more minutes or so, but I don't know if Nikki wanted to come up before I got off.
Did Nikki say she wanted to come up?
I don't know. She was texting me, and I said we were on here talking to Casper, so I don't know if.
Look, I got to.
If you want to come up, let me know, and I can drop you a link.
I've got to go soon. Like same as Rob, I got about 5 minutes before I got to hit the sack. But
yeah.
Just while Nikki's in the chat, I will catch up with Nikki at some point because it's almost the same sort of stuff that I've been talking to Robbie about that I'd like to talk to Nikki about at some point. Maybe I'll go to Nikki's chat. I do watch some of her streams. So anyway, Mary, thanks for having me up. Robbie, thanks for the chat, and I will definitely catch up in one of your lives at some point.
Yeah, and thank you. I expected you to come up here and be like, because I've felt like since this, the anti-misery people have been like, no, don't do this, and I expected you to come up and like persuade me into that, and I really appreciate you being open-minded and letting people who they want.
No, I've always, mate, you can like who you want. Everyone can make up their own mind whether someone's a good person or not. That's just who I am, and just because you support misery, that doesn't mean I'm not going to like you, because right. I make my own judgment. And just because you're fighting with Jamie also doesn't mean I'm not going to like you. But in saying that, I'm definitely pro Jamie. I will do whatever I can to help Jamie.
Well, that's great, and I really appreciate the conversation. That was really nice.
Okay, take care, guys. I'm out.
Get some rest.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Mary. Bye.
Or good morning. Whatever it is for them.
I never, even when I'm going to bed, I usually tell people good morning because everyone's getting up when I'm going to bed.
Yes, it's morning here and night for him, I guess.
Right. Well, thank you for that, Mary. I don't know, Nikki, were you coming up or? But I really appreciate you doing that because that was a great conversation. I think a lot more people on here need to have more conversations like that. And Mary, I don't know what magical gift you have, but you've been the only person that's been able to get people to talk rationally.
I can't tell you that myself. That's how I've been my whole life, ever since I was young.
Well, keep it up because you're making positive changes here, whether you
and I
know it or not.
That. It's just my natural way. That's how I always am. It's nothing I'm putting on or making for YouTube. It's just how I am. That's how I am in real life.
Right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to hop off as well, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'll be in the chat until I doze off, as usual. Usually fall asleep with the phone in my hand. But good night, guys. I'll be in the chat. Thank you again, Mary, and thank you, Casper.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Let me look at the chat for a minute. Hold on a second, y'all. Looking at the chat for a minute. Becky P said, for one, she's not heavy on the wrench, which I think helps. Yes, I agree 100%, Becky P. And I've seen a lot of problems with people doing that, and that's one of the reasons I made an attempt and an effort not to do that, because I knew I just don't. I think it's a bad thing, and it creates more problems than it helps, for sure. Love Mammy says, then they shouldn't give out their first name, Nary. Yeah, I agree with that too. But yeah, that's why, I mean, she got a timeout, not, deleted completely. Marble Stardust says, I love Nary. She's great. Thank you very much, Stardust. Humpty Dumpty's Broken Pieces says, Nary and 3 kisses. 3 kisses back, Humpty Dumpty. Russell Belly says, K. Claire Bear says, sweet dreams that save Robbie. Being there says, good night. Let me catch up back with the chat. I think I've skipped a bunch. Casper says, I can talk. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, Casper. I'm a talker too. I think a lot of us are. Claire Bear says, I'm sure underwater at Casper. Lanky Tor says, being there, I'm looking forward to more videos. You're awesome. Trisha says, yes, Nary, if you don't let people talk, they get frustrated. Yes, I totally agree. Mel says, at Molly, yes, but she was going through something and obviously needed the attachment. They spoke on the phone a lot. You can become close very quickly sometimes. Russell says, it's okay. Being there says, I will be going back with 4 hearts. Humpty Dumpty says, Casper, thank you for being such a good friend to Jamie. Casper says, Clara Bear, you should see after a few beers, laugh out loud. Same with me, Casper. I already talk a lot. It gets worse with alcohol. Love Mammy says, okay, being there, heart. Russell says, thanks, Mabel. Copper Star says, true, Mammy, but if they didn't put it out there, it's wrong. If they shared it in chat, then it will get around like a match to a flame. Twiggy B says, leave Russell alone. He's okay. Love Mammy says, it's online 101 to be cautious with personal information. Humpty Dumpty says, Mary, you are a very straightforward person with no embellishments. Thank you very much. I try to keep it that way. Russell Billy says, you will never guess. Okay, y'all, I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to say your goodbyes and wind up your conversation. And I will probably be back in about an hour, hour and a half, something like that. But since I had woke straight up from sleep and didn't know what was happening, I'm going to go ahead and close down in just a couple minutes. So y'all go ahead and say your final statements and goodbyes, and I'm going to close down. And like I said, I'm not for sure, but I'll probably be back in about an hour to an hour and a half, because being that I just woke straight up and didn't know what was going on, I got a few things I got to do since I just woke up. Becky says, what, Russell? Saul says, I never put my name out there. Hold on. Catherine Clapman says, Neri, I don't think you're scary. You don't know me in person, Catherine. I actually, believe it or not, as diplomatic as I am here on YouTube, I actually have a very, very, very terrible temper in my real life. Although I try to control it for the most part, and I have gotten better. I just don't, I tend to get more quick. My fuse tends to be shorter with people I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and like a long-term thing going on with stuff, like long-term history problems I tend to get shorter with, rather than online stuff that's not the long-term history and with people I don't know. I'm both people, very calm and diplomatic, and very explosive as well. Russell says, thanks for the time, Neri. You're welcome. Very Mary says, thanks, Neri, and 3 hearts. You're welcome, Very Mary, and 3 hearts back. Humpty Dumpty gave 5 kisses. 5 kisses back, Humpty Dumpty. Being there says, message me too. What time? Marissa messaged me too. What time is it there? Let's see. Claire Bear says, see y'all later. It's peace sign and something else. Twiggy Bee says, wait a minute. Twiggy says, thank you and God bless and good night, Neri. Sugar Plum. You're welcome and God bless and good night and or good morning to you as well, Sugar Plum. Clearfall says, am I the only non-Aussie in chat? Twiggy says, Sugar Plum. Russell says, but I have done my best. Trisha Callie says, take care everyone. I appreciate you and your platform, Neri. Thank you and you're welcome. Double hearts, 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 hearts. Hearts back to you, Trisha. Okay, I'm going to shut down y'all for now, and I might be back in about an hour, hour and a half, but since I woke straight up out of a sleep, I got some shit to do. Whew, before I can get back on. Okay, so, all right, I might see y'all in about an hour, hour and a half. I'll try to give y'all the heads up of like the little, like half-hour notice or so if I do. Little Laura says, I unsubscribed to Jamie a couple weeks ago. I just subscribed again. Neri, you're awesome. Thank you, Little Laura. Okay, y'all, I'm going. I'll see y'all probably back in about an hour, hour and a half. Like I said, I'll try to give y'all a 30-minute heads up if I'm coming back. All right. Bye for now, y'all.